Hello, this is Rachel, and I'm going to talk about plot structure, and then I will apply plot structure to Where Things Come Back, written by John Corey Whaley. There are 5 basic elements to plot structure. These elements can be applied to almost any story. The first element is the exposition. In the exposition, the characters are introduced and the setting is established. Sometimes the conflict of the story can be addressed as early on as in the exposition. The second element of plot structure is rising action. Here, the audience is introduced to the problem in which the characters must face. The main character usually feels a sense of crisis, and this creates action and excitement for the reader. The main focus of rising action is that the main character knows the conflict and has taken some action to resolve that conflict. The climax, or the high point of the story, is the next element in plot structure. This is usually the hardest part for the main character. The problem or conflict is directly placed in front of the main character, and he or she must now take action. After the main character has taken action against the conflict, the falling action begins. The story slowly winds down. During this element of plot structure, the audience sees the result of the actions of the main character. Most stories almost always end in some sort of resolution, which is the last element of plot structure. While the resolution may end on a happy or sad note, the conflict is resolved. When we apply plot structure to Where Things Come Back, we see that the structure can easily be found. The exposition begins by setting the scene in Lily, Arkansas. The main character is Colin, who has just found out that his cousin has died. A second plot line is also introduced with Benton Sage, a missionary who has failed in his attempt to serve his church. The conflict that creates rising action is obvious as Colin's brother Gabriel goes missing. There is also the introduction of a mysterious extinct bird that supposedly shows up in Lily. The second plot begins to entice readers as Benton Sage is shunned by his family. He decides to attend college and alienates himself from his family. The climax can be seen when Colin begins dating his crush, Ada Taylor. Meanwhile, the whole town of Lily is completely obsessed with the idea of the bird. The reader is left feeling that the extinct bird might not have actually been seen at all. While this is taking place, Benton Sage commits suicide. His roommate, Cabot, finds Sage's personal belongings and begins his search into Sage's mind. As the town of Lily finds out that the extinct bird was never actually seen, the falling action begins. Ada breaks off her relationship with Colin, and Colin begins to realize that his brother will never be found. Similarly, Cabot's wife divorces him, and he goes to Lily to find her. He finds that his ex-wife is dating Colin, so he kidnaps Colin's brother, Gabriel, thinking that he is Colin. The resolution is found when Gabriel returns home. The mysterious bird hype has settled down, Colin is no longer dating Cabot's ex-wife, and the town is exactly as it had been when Gabriel went missing. It is important to realize plot structure while students read so that they may be more aware. Students can use active reading to enhance their understanding. This will inevitably enrich their enjoyment for readings if they are academic or if they are for pleasure.